Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Conversations with Sakina and your November snapshot to find out what the month may have in store for you. We're going to do things a little bit differently than we have in the past. This time I'm using the Bagua from Feng Shui. Hope I said Bagua right. And I'm going to pull a card for each of the 9 categories. And you'll know what I mean as we get started here. So, we're going to start with the category of wealth and abundance. So let's split the deck here and see what wealth and abundance has to offer you, Sagittarius. So we have the 6 of Cups. Interestingly, the same card as what Scorpio got before you. And this is a card that says emotional harmony. This is a card that says I'm thinking back very fondly of what life was like when I was a child. So where the wealth and abundance is concerned, wealth people think of as money, obviously. Abundance can be so many things, love being one of them. And I feel as though for the month of November, you're not really thinking about money per se. You're thinking about the world. You're thinking about your friends. You're thinking about your family and how much simpler life was when you were a child. And you're thinking about love. So in essence, where abundance is concerned, what you're looking for in November is love. You're looking for harmony and love. You're looking to have beautiful connections with people. You're looking for peace on earth. Simple and sweet. Peace on earth where everyone gets along. Okay, Sag, now we're going to look into your fame and reputation. So let's see where this goes. And I don't have to shuffle and split each time, but I'm being called to do that for some reason. All right, so we have the Emperor. And I feel like with the Emperor, if you've been thinking about a reputation or fame, wanting to be out there in such a way that everybody knows you or just very solid in what people think of you. Excuse that was my Chihuahua. The Emperor card is saying you are going to or are capable of building something absolutely fantastic starting in the month of November. You are a strategic individual and you know how to structure and organize, and you can designate duties if necessary. You're just very good at it. And this Emperor is, if you think about an emperor, he is in charge of all the kings, okay? And each king has their own kingdom. The emperor owns all their kingdoms as well as he reigns over all of it. So he's a pretty powerful individual. So where fame and reputation are concerned, if this is where you would like to go, November is telling you that you can get moving on this in November if this is what you choose to do. Okay, Sag, let's take a look at love and marriage. Now, this is going to be separated a little bit for if you are single or you're married. Have to do that because we have the 7 of Swords. Okay, so with the single people, single Sagittarius, we're going to say with the 7 of Swords is that perhaps you're having difficulty finding a relationship because of something you believe, okay? Maybe you believe that it is important for people to always tell the truth, always. And if they have a little infraction, no matter what it is, even if it's something very innocent, such as they're not really telling you what they're doing because they're planning a surprise party for you. They say they're going here and they're going here instead to plan with your best friend or whatever for your party, and you find out that they're not where they were supposed to be, and you're not forgiving of it. Your belief is very strong, and it's saying in the month of November, maybe before making a judgment on what you're discovering, perhaps you should find out more information, find out more facts about what's what, and then not let your belief be as sharp in that case. And this could work the same way for a married couple as well. Same advice for a married couple. I'm not really getting anything different than that for the Seven of Swords for love and marriage. I just feel like whatever scenario that you're in, good idea to get down to the nitty-gritty, get the facts, because things aren't always as they seem. Sometimes they really are done. Things are done for the good of you, not out of sneakiness. So that is for love and marriage for the month of November. Now we're looking into family, and this is both family physically and family in spirit, which includes ancestors. So Sag, let's see where this stands. All right, let's see. We have the Three of Wands. And I feel like with the Three of Wands, this is a creative growth card. This is one that's also showing, if you see on the picture, looks like he's about ready to walk through a gate, to walk into a world that he's just not sure of. I mean, even his stance is, do I really want to walk through there? So I feel like for the month of November, Sag, is that maybe you're going into a situation with family that you are not real comfortable in doing, and you're kind of debating back and forth. Do you really want to do it? Do you really want to go? Do you really want to be a part of it? And it's okay to consider that. The cards are urging you to, yes, give it a chance. Attempt to walk through there. Three and Wands are their action. So it's probably a good idea to attempt to move forward with this. This could also be, Sagittarius, if you are attempting some kind of connection with past loved ones or your spirit team, your higher self, angels, that sort of thing. This is an encouragement card to do that as well, and to do it in a creative way. Something that will allow you to grow with this communication. Okay, so next we've got the health and well-being category, keeping in mind that I am not a doctor. If you are having any kind of physical, mental, emotional, spiritual issues, there are professionals for that. So with the health and well-being, we'll split the deck here. We have the Magician. Okay, so I feel like that for November, this card can be taken two ways. The Magician is letting you know that you are a very powerful being and somebody who has total control over what goes on in their life in all ways. In other words, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. You have the power to control all of those things, and you have all the tools to make sure that you have control of those things. This can also be something that is telling you to be very careful with smoke and mirrors. Sometimes, let's say you're looking into taking a supplement of some sort, just because you've heard that it will make you feel better and so on. Do some major research, because there can be trickery involved and there can be smoke and mirrors. People telling you certain things that definitely are not factual. So when it comes to any of these factors, your physical, your emotional, your mental health, be very, very careful and do your research to try and avoid any smoke and mirror situations. Okay, so Sag, now we're going to look into children and creativity. And if you don't have children, we'll just go off the basis of creativity for you. All right. Splitting the deck. All right, we have Page of Swords. This is actually a student card. And I feel like it's saying that if you have children, you might want to take a look into their schooling. Make sure that they're actually learning the way that you would like them to learn. If not, it might be a good idea to perhaps homeschool if you can do so. But I think also this is saying that in November you might be getting some kind of a message about your child concerning school. If this is for someone who has no children, I'm looking at this one going, you're being encouraged to take a course of some sort. You're being encouraged to begin learning something new and to really start looking into what that might be. It's not necessarily telling you to get started yet, but look into it because, and you can get started if you wish, because this is a card for people, well, students in general. All right, Sag, so let's take a look at knowledge and skills for you for the month of November. All right. We have the Chariot. So I think, Sag, this is a card that's saying you're kind of on the fast track right now. I feel as though you've been really pushing yourself in the month of October, and maybe you're ready to now really put whatever you've been doing in October into motion, a fast tracking motion in November. And this has to do with knowledge and skills. So whatever your business is, whatever your creativity is about, whatever your emotions are dictating to you, that is what November is about for the knowledge and skills. You're meant to push forward with whatever it is. And of course, there's many Sagittarius out there and there's many different skill sets. So whatever this is, you're meant to move forward rather quickly in November with it. So now we're going to career and life path. Okay. We have the Six of Swords. Now this card, for me, is what I term a peace of mind card. You're leaving something behind and you're moving forward into something that you just know is going to be ever so much better. It's also my harmony of the mind card, which is basically peace of mind. And I feel like right now in your career, in your life path, you're feeling quite good. You're feeling as though things are moving along. And maybe this is because you started something new in October, or you're beginning something new because you decided in October that November had to be different. So at the start of November, I feel like you're on your way now. Or you may have made the connection with your thought that a change needs to be made. So this is what you're pushing forward for then in November on your life path and your career. Oftentimes the two go together, sometimes not. So the next category is travel and helpful people, and it popped out on its own, so we're taking it. We have the King of Swords. Helpful people means mentoring, people who mentor you, perhaps a really good friend, a teacher, somebody, a partner, a partnership in a business, that kind of thing. Somebody that you know that you can count on. And with the King of Swords, I really don't know about travel here with the King of Swords, but where helpful people are concerned, I feel like you're feeling like you have everything under control right now with talking to people, with ideas that you maybe have, and that you're feeling, your belief is that you're doing very, very well. You're not really feeling as though you need anyone to mentor. However, as always, Sagittarius, it's, if you have phenomenal ideas, it's really nice sometimes to bounce ideas off of people. This card is also my Akashic Records card. So I feel like this is saying if you want some heavier information, some more in-depth information, you might want to check into your Akashic Records if you can. So Sagittarius, that is it for what may be coming up for you in the month of November 2024. Let's see what happens. Take care.